Well, hello, witchy people. I was watching Brian Cormac Carr's video, 100 questions. He was tagged to do 100 questions. And at the end of his video, or near the beginning actually, he said, I'm leaving this open to anyone. I'm not going to tag anybody. I'm going to leave it open. So if you want to do it, do it. It was a hashtag. I had to do it. So 100 questions. I think it's 100 questions people never ask you. Glasses have to go on because obviously I'm not going to remember 100 questions. I printed them out. So I have my 100 questions. And question 1, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Closed. Always been afraid of the boogeyman in the closet. Boogeyman in the woods? Don't care. Boogeyman in the closet? Terrifies me. Do you take shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? No. I've never stayed in a hotel. Well, I have. No, I haven't. No, I don't stay in hotels, so I don't take them. And if I did, I probably wouldn't anyway. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? I have a quilt, but if I do have sheets, they are not tucked in because I cannot sleep with my feet under the bedclothes. My feet have to be out, so never tucked in. Have you stolen a street sign before? Is question number 4. No. I don't think so. Cones, warning lights, yes, but no, not a street sign, I don't think. Number 5, do you like to use post-it notes? Only in books, for like reference pages and stuff. Don't use them anywhere else because no matter where I stick them, they fall off. They're awful, so no, I don't. Do you cut out coupons but then never use them? Rarely. I rarely cut coupons out, and if I do cut them out, I usually use them. So number 7, would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Easy, swarm of bees. I'm not allergic to bees at all. So yeah, it would have to be a swarm of bees. Number 8, do you have freckles? No, not really. No. Number 9, do you always smile for pictures? No. Number 10, what is your biggest pet peeve? Oh, which one? Pet peeves. Okay, my 2 biggest pet peeves. My pet peeves are language, words. I hate it when you have perfectly good words in the English language and then you chop them up and put them together to make some bastardized word. It just annoys me. And the prime suspect, the prime for this is guesstimate. The word guess is wonderful. The word estimate is wonderful. Why chop them up, put them together and make a word that just is annoying? So there you go. Yes. Another one is brunch. Brunch kind of makes sense, you know, breakfast, lunch, but you know, we used to call it I know we used to call it 11s. 11s is fine. Why use brunch? And the other thing that really annoys me is when people pronounce words wrongly, and a lot of it is done on purpose. And the prime example of that is the word ask. I think it started off, it was quite an Essex, London sort of thing. And people started using the word axe instead of ask. Like they swapped around the K and the S. You know, I need to ask you a question. I need to ask you a question. No, it's ask. You can ask me a question, but you're not going to ask me a question. So that it really. And when people use the word weary instead of wary, that's another one. So yeah, it's all to do with language and words. Those are the things that really annoy me, and I don't know why, they just do. Question 11, do you ever count your steps when you walk? Yes. Quite. I used to suffer, I still do, but I used to suffer really badly with OCD, and one of the things was having a certain amount of steps before I get to a certain crack in the pavement, or the next car down would run me over, that sort of thing. So yes, and it's a habit that's stuck even now. Question 12, have you ever peed in the woods? I was a child once, of course I've peed in the woods. Number 13, have you ever pooped in the woods? I was a child once, of course I've pooped in the woods, but in a hole and buried it. Oh gosh, this is so shameful. 14, do you ever dance even if there's no music playing? Yes. Just like Brian, I have music in my head. Do you chew your pens and pencils? I don't think I do as much anymore, but I still do. I just not as much as I used to. How many people have you slept with this week? I'm married. I've only slept with one person. What size is your bed? Is question 17, and it's a double. What is your song of the week? I would like to say it's something amazing, but I get head songs that stick in my head and I cannot get rid of them. And I've had my grandchildren round, my baby granddaughters. So the song that tends to get stuck in my head and becomes the song of the week is Baby Shark. Oh dear, that's one of them. And actually, no, I suppose Baker Street, Cherry Rafferty Baker Street has been really stuck in my head lately, but then so has a lot of Fleetwood Mac songs, because the original guitarist of Fleetwood Mac passed away, and that kind of got me thinking about Fleetwood Mac. Anyway, but yeah, I would say Fleetwood Mac. It's got to be a Fleetwood Mac song, probably. Number 19, is it okay for guys to wear pink? Yes. And it's okay for women to wear blue and wear what colour you like. You know, I mean, I was a teenager in the 80s. Of course it's okay for boys to wear pink and makeup and all sorts. 20, do you still watch cartoons? Not willingly. Only when the grandchildren are here. Yeah, I don't really watch cartoons. My son keeps on trying to get me to watch some animated series and animated films. I just, for the most part, I can't get into them. I think it's because my hearing's not very good and I like to read lips. So, and you can't do that with cartoons. 21, what is your least favourite movie? Oh, I'm going to get annihilated for this one. It's Goodfellas. Yeah, Goodfellas, because the fighting scene and all the blood makes me feel sick. So yeah, Goodfellas. It just makes me cringe, and it's sad because the acting's amazing. Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? I wouldn't. I'd cash it in and spend it. Question 23. What do you drink with dinner? Black coffee usually, or water, or Pepsi Max. It's all I drink anyway, but usually black coffee, because I go through about 30 cups of black coffee a day, which is really weird because I have it in a teacup. See, 14 times. 40 times. But I'd only drink coffee. Okay, question 24. What do you dip a chicken nugget in? I don't eat chicken nuggets. I'm a vegetarian. If it was a non-chicken chicken nugget, I'd probably dip it in nothing. No, I just like them on their own. I don't like dips very much. Number 25. What is your favourite food? Tomatoes. Has to be tomatoes. It's a really bad habit. I open a punnet of tomatoes and eat the lot. And if I grow tomatoes, the minute they're fruiting, I am eating them off the bush. What movies could you watch over and over again and still love? How much time have you got? Anything from Dirty Dancing, Sleepless in Seattle, While You Were Sleeping, You've Got Mail. Oh God, there's even some I can't even remember the names of. There's Flatliners, The Lost Boys. Oh crikey, there's so many. Any Christmas film, especially A Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart. Love that film. And I watch it many, many times. The Hogfather. Too many. There are too many. There are lots of films I can watch over and over and over again. And do. 27. The last person you kissed or kissed you, that would be my husband. Because he's a sweetie. Were you ever a boy or a Girl Scout? No, I used to go to the Adventure Scouts meetings because I really fancied a boy that used to go there. And I was 15. So there you go. Would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? The size I am now, no, I wouldn't. But if I had the perfect figure, yes. And, you know, but no one would want to see me nude in a magazine. So, yes, if I had the figure, I think I would do it. I'd like to have that kind of confidence. And I think it's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? Last week. It was an official letter, but I wrote it on. Yeah. Can you change the oil in a car? No. Ever gotten a speeding ticket? No. Ever run out of gas? No, because I don't drive. Except people are up the wall. But no, I don't drive. I have run out of gas whilst being in a car, but I don't drive. So, what's your favourite kind of sandwich? Oh, cucumber or salad. Love a bit of lettuce. Yeah, salad sandwich or cucumber. The best thing to eat for breakfast. Cup of coffee. It depends. Sometimes, you know, you get those moods sometimes where you have to have something. And occasionally I get this feeling where I have to have porridge. And porridge for breakfast. So, but no, I'm not really a breakfast person at any time. 36. What is your usual bedtime? Varies. It really does vary. I haven't got a usual bedtime. 37. Are you lazy? Absolutely. Yeah, I think I am. And I think most people, if they can, most people, not everyone, but most people, if they can get away with being lazy, they do. I don't like to cut corners, but I am lazy. 38. When you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? Ghost, witch, cat, lots of things. But quite often, so yeah, the whole Roger Black thing when I was a kid, and you know, the Moors murderers. So we didn't really go out very much. It wasn't, you know, our parents didn't really let us out sort of like trick-or-treating, but when we did, we used to have parties instead and dress up. But yeah, usually it was a cat. I think I dressed up as a cat a few times. What is your Chinese astrological sign? Oh, I do believe it's the rooster. Question 40. How many languages can you speak? Fluently, none. I can speak a tiny bit of Maltese, a tiny bit of German. I can speak a bit of Italian, a bit of French, a bit of Spanish. I used to be able to know a bit of Cornish, but I can't remember it now. And I speak English. I can also speak baby and cat, if that counts. Okay, 41. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? Not anymore. I used to have 14 Times, which is why I've got my cup. But no, I don't have any magazine subscriptions anymore. 42. Which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? Now I'm English, so we don't have Lincoln Logs over here, but Lincoln Logs are better. 43. Are you stubborn? Sometimes. Yes, I am. Who is better, Leno or Letterman? Jay Leno or David Letterman? I don't know. I've seen quite a few Jay Leno old ones, you know, the photo booth ones, and I think they're brilliant and hilarious. So I'm going to have to say Jay Leno for that one. 45. Ever watch soap operas? Yes, I started recently, about a year ago. I started watching I started watching it right from the very first one when I was a young teenager, I think, in EastEnders. So it's a British soap opera set in the East End of London. And yeah, and I started watching it again. So 46, are you afraid of heights? Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm going to say yes to that one. No explanation. 47, do you sing in the car? Yes. 48, do you sing in the shower? Yes. Do you dance in the car? Yes. Everyone has to headbang in the car and dance and jiggle. 50, ever used a gun? Oh, what kind of gun? Yes, I'd have to say yes to that, but probably not in the way that people think. Enough said. Question 51, we're halfway there. Last time you got a portrait taken by a photographer, it was about 20 years ago. I don't like having my photograph taken. 52, do you think musicals are cheesy? Yes, but good cheesy, not bad cheesy. They're good cheesy. Yeah. 53, is Christmas stressful? Yes, but fun. 54, ever eat a pierogi? Are those like those dumpling things? I think I have. I do think I have, but I can't. They look like Cornish pasties. They're like dumpling things, pasta things. Probably. Favorite type of fruit pie? Cherry, rhubarb, apple and cinnamon, cherry. 56, occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid. Oh no. There were several. I wanted to either be a school teacher, a mechanic in the army, or I wanted to be a madam. I watched The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas as a child, and I wanted to be a madam. I wanted to run a whorehouse. There you go. 57, do you believe in ghosts? Yes, obviously. 58, ever have a deja vu feeling? Have I said that before? Deja vu, yes, all the time. Do you take a vitamin daily? No, my husband does, but I don't. 60, do you wear slippers? I usually do. But my famous bunny slippers are now unfortunately in the bin. So not at the moment, but usually I do. 61, do you wear a bathrobe? I live in bathrobes. 62, what do you wear to bed? Pajamas? Or t-shirts and shorts? Or, yeah, pajamas is usually the easiest one, or similar to a bathrobe, just like a slinky one, because it's comfortable. 63, what was your first concert? Oh, that's a kicker. When I was 17, when I was 17, I was offered free tickets to go and watch Wet, Wet, Wet. I think it was in Glasgow or something. It was in the park, Wet, Wet, Wet in the park in Glasgow. And it was the 30th of September 1986. That was the day I had my son. I was offered to go and see Bon Jovi. I was ill. I was offered to go and see David Bowie, and but I had to fly, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't go on a plane, not even for David Bowie. Sad. So if you're talking about sort of like a famous concert and stuff, then I've never been. I mean, I've been to choir concerts and things like that, but I've never actually been to a big music concert of someone famous. Life's just got in the way and conspired against me. 64, Walmart, Target or Kmart? Walmart is Asda, I do believe. So Target is like, I have no idea. Kmart is like the range. So it would probably be, if Kmart's like the range, it would be Kmart. If Walmart is like if Kmart isn't like the range, it would be Walmart. 65, Nike or Nike or Adidas or Adidas. Do you know every generation says this differently? Nike, Nike, Adidas, Adidas, neither. I don't wear any of them. 66, Cheetos or Fritos? I hate cheese flavoured things, except for cheese. Don't like anything cheese flavoured. So no, don't like. I don't like. Ugh. 67, peanuts or sunflower seeds? Sunflower seeds. I love sunflower seeds, and I'm allergic to peanuts. 68, ever heard of the group Très Bien? Yes, I've heard of them, but I've never heard them. And I've only heard of them because someone mentioned it day before yesterday, I think it was. 69, ever take dance lessons? Yes, yes I did. And I won awards as well. I'm actually very, very good. 70, is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? Doting on me. No, because I don't have a future spouse. I only have the spouse I have now. Oh, I nearly got caught on that one. No, even when I was younger, it was never important what my husband did as long as I was loved. Or wife, if I'd been either way, you know, my future spouse. It wouldn't have mattered to me what they did. Didn't have any, no. 71, can you curl your tongue? Yes, and I can twist it both ways as well. 72, ever won a spelling bee? I won a spelling contest, but we didn't call them spelling bees back then, so, but yes. 73, have you ever cried because you were so happy? Yeah. 74, own any record albums? Yes, I do. I have the originals, Little Angels album actually. But yes, 75, own a record player? Yes, I do. It's in the loft, but my daughter, the reason it's in the loft is because my daughter owns a record player and we use that one. I do assume we're talking vinyl albums. If we're talking CD albums or even cassette albums, yes, I've got hundreds. 76, do you regularly burn incense? Yes. 77, ever been in love? Of course, I've got children and I'm married. 78, who would you like to see in concert? Too late now, it would probably be David Bowie or Queen. Oh, Phil Collins. I wouldn't mind seeing Phil Collins. Neil Diamond, actually. I wouldn't mind seeing Neil Diamond either. Fleetwood Mac. Quite a few, actually. Yeah. 79, what was the last concert you saw? I've never seen a concert. Except on the telly. It was Black Sabbath. 80, hot tea or cold tea? I don't actually drink tea. I used to drink cold tea a lot. Hot tea, good cup of tea if it's Marmite on toast. But no, I don't really drink tea. So question 81, tea or coffee? It's coffee. 82, sugar cookies or snickerdoodles? Sugar cookies, those little hard things, aren't they? Probably neither. They're both very sweet, aren't they? So, yeah, I don't do, and I can't anyway. I'm not allowed to now because it gives me heartburn. Sugar gives me heartburn. 83, we're getting there. 83, can you swim well? No. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yes. 85, are you patient? Yes, I am, and I hope you are too, or else you won't have got here. You would have turned it off ages ago. 86, DJ or band at a wedding? It really depends on the DJ or the band, and the wedding, what type of wedding it is. So it depends. But for me, I didn't have either. 87, ever won a contest? Yes, several. Nothing really interesting though. 88, have you ever had plastic surgery? No. No. 89, which are better, black olives or green olives? That depends as well. I think it really depends. It depends on what make you buy and everything else. See, I like stuffed green olives, but I like pickled black olives. But the reason I'm laughing is Miss Lizzie, my best friend, she has 3 children, and her eldest daughter loved olives, And my husband once asked her, do you know the difference between green olives and black olives? And she said, no. And he said, it takes the goat longer to poop out the black olives. That's why they're black. She hasn't eaten an olive since. Obviously, he didn't say poop, but there you go. I'm trying to keep it clean. 90, can you knit or crochet? I can knit. I used to be able to crochet and I can't do it anymore, and I don't know why. 91, best room for a fireplace. If I could have a fireplace in any room in the house, it would be the kitchen. I would love one of those big, stone-floored kitchens with a huge fireplace and an Arga. And yeah. I used to have a fireplace in the lounge. I've got a fireplace in my lounge now, actually. 92, do you want to get married? Not again, no. I think twice is enough. Though my husband's been married 3 times. No, I am married. 93, if married, how long have you been married? I've been married 24 years and a half. 94, who was your high school crush? Oh, good grief. John Ockleford, his name was. Terry Randall, John Ockleford. Oh, good grief. And if we're talking famous people, it was Tony Hadley. Tony Hadley, Julian Lennon, David Cassidy. Oh, dreaming. Okay, but yeah, famous people, it would have been Tony Hadley from Spandau Ballet. 95, do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? Not since I was a child, no. I once threw, it was Christmas, and my mum and Nan had taken my brother and I to see Santa Claus, and we queued up in Debenhams, and we queued up to see Santa, and my brother got this amazing model plane, and the year before he'd gotten soldiers, little pack of toy soldiers, and I got a doll, and it was exactly the same doll as I'd had the year before. So I threw it, laid down, and had a Paddy crying and screaming, feet going up and down and hands thumping the floor. And my mum and Nan walked off and left me there, and I never threw a Paddy again. So no. 96, do you have kids? I have 4. Wonderful, beautiful, amazing children. Do you want kids? Not anymore. I wanted 6. When I was younger, I wanted 6 children at least. But no, not anymore. 4 is nice. 90, I want grandkids. I want more grandkids. I've got 4 grandchildren, and I'd love to have at least 10 more. 98, what is your favourite colour? Green or purple or black. But black's not a colour, is it? So I wear black and red, occasionally purple, but I don't really wear green very much, but it is one of my favourite colours. 99, do you miss anyone right now? Always miss my dad. Oh, that hit. Question 100, who are you going to tag to do this video next? I'm going to do the same as Brian. I'm going to leave it open. However, I am going to tag one person that I'd really like to answer these questions, because I think it would be fun, and that is Julie B. So there you go, Julie B. I am tagging you, but leaving it open for anyone to join in with 100 questions, which I will list below. So there you go, 100 questions, and I hope you watched it all. I know it's a bit boring, but I love hashtags, and if I see this hashtag anywhere, I will absolutely join in and read everyone else, listen to everyone else's. So there you go, 100 questions that people never ask you, and now they have. So there you go. Thank you for watching, witchy people. Bye for now.